shortage of police personnel, perennial shrinking police budgets, and the enormous security challenges bedeviling Nigeria requires a right-thinking leader to seek innovative but cost-effective ways of combating crimes. So, how would the Inspector General of Police tackle myriads of crime that happen per second across the country without sending dozens or hundreds of police officers on the streets to chase after criminals in his bid to lower crime? Olukayode Egbetokun, upon resumption of office as the 22nd Indigenous Inspector General of Police, penned technology-driven policing as his administration's cardinal path to lowering the crime rate in Nigeria, whilst utilizing few personnel and resources. The use of technology to eliminate crime and establish the belief of consequences in the minds of potential criminals, as well as address the trust deficit between members of the public and the police, became topical in the just concluded 3-day conference held for the top echelon of the Nigeria Police Force in Owerri, the Imo State capital. The urgent need for the Nigeria Police Institution and its personnel to embrace a technology-driven approach to combating crime and upscale their cybersecurity skills came to the fore at the conference. The nation's #1 cop, who has often stressed that the force under his leadership would leverage technology to fight crime, averred that cybercrime has become a global issue.
There is need to do a lot of things with regards to driving our police institutions with technology. There is a lot that we need to do there. Right now, we started the process of digitizing policing operations in Nigeria. We are starting with digitizing our medical records. We are going to move from there to digitizing police records generally. There was also the topic on emerging trend in cybercrime. Cybercrime has become a global issue, and cybercrime is getting the most attention in the global community. Everywhere you go in the world, they are talking about cybercrime. So Nigeria has to move with that. Recently, we have established the Nigeria Police Cybercrime Center, which is driving our cybercrime policy in Nigeria.
All viewers to keep watching Crime Fighters, the police and you.
Delivering his paper titled The Emerging Cybercrime Trends in the New World, the role of the Nigeria Police Cybercrime Center, Commissioner of Police Henry Uche, who also doubles as the director of the center, stated that cyber criminals have advanced in their scheme, so the need for the police and its personnel to enhance their cyber security skill in the 21st century cannot be overemphasized.
Advancements in technology is actually helping the world, but of course there are so many other alphas and other effects of advancements in technology, because of course that is what the cyber criminals are using to attack their victims. There is no market where cyber criminals go to buy their own devices or their own technology that they use to attack victims. It's the same market. There is no way they sell different devices, phones, laptops, and other softwares that they use to attack victims. It's the same thing that we use, the same software that we use, the same handheld devices, the same phone, the same laptop that we use. That is what they use. So I see that advancement in technology as one of the catalysts, one of the things that skyrockets the cybercrime trends, not only in Africa, not only in Nigeria, but in the whole world at large. If you look at the statistics and the population of the world, you see that we have about 7.9 billion people, just almost 8 billion people living on this planet Earth. Now, you check and see the population of those that are using smartphones, because smartphones mainly are one of the instruments that they use to commit cybercrime in particular. So if you check, you'll see that for the whole world, it's almost about 7 billion. 7 billion subscribers, 7 billion users using smartphones in the whole world. Now let's not talk about Africa, let's narrow it down to Nigeria. We are told that our population is about 220 million people. Now out of the 220 million people, it's estimated that by 2025, over 140 million people will have access, will be using smartphones in Nigeria. If we check the internet penetration, for instance, it's over 50% of Nigerians that uses internet on daily basis. What I mean by that is that there's penetration on daily basis. We're over 50% of our population. Now, some people believe that it's because of unemployment. Look, let's look at the unemployment rate. In Nigeria, it's about 6.3 million people that are unemployed in Nigeria. But out of the 6.3 million people, 80 million are youths. You now ask yourself a question. These 80 million youths, some of them are living big. You go to the streets of Lekki in Lagos, if you go to some of the streets of Abuja, like Asokoro, Maitama, and the Waremba, you see them driving exotic cars, living very big, living in posh houses, visiting the best clubs in town, going after the finest waves in Abuja and in Lagos. So how are they getting the money? Yes, over 80 million of them are unemployed. So I don't believe, for me, that the problem is unemployment. I don't believe the problem is poverty. But I believe part of the problem is advancements in technology. Now, that is now the reason why we need to work our game as law enforcement agencies, as police officers, as commissioners of police, for us to be able to tackle this problem. Because whether we like it or not, the trend is rising. New innovations are coming up. The issue of software development is such that happens on a daily basis. In effect, you will see that we've got a lot of problems and we've got a lot of issues to resolve. So if we don't move with the trend of things, we're going to be left behind at the end of the day. And we're going to suffer.
Corroborating the position of the NCC's director, the president of Interpol, Major General Ahmed Al-Rassi, who was the keynote speaker, disclosed that the Nigeria Police Force has supported the Interpol in the fight against cybercrime.
Nigeria Police Forces has continued to action its vision of making Nigeria safer and more secure for everyone living here. Since joining Interpol in 1960, Nigeria has also played a key role in tackling regional and international crime. The Nigerian Police Force of 350,000 has been crucial in ensuring the safety and security of the local population, while working alongside with other police forces from the neighboring countries to fight against organized crime in West Africa. Nigeria has played a vital role in several Interpol operations and initiatives over the years, demonstrating its commitment to tackling transnational crimes. This year alone, the joint Interpol-Afripol operation, Flash Awaker, targeted the human trafficking and migrants smuggler, resulting in over 1,000 arrests worldwide, thanks to the support of Nigeria, other several countries. Based organized crime, a group like Black X recognized and recovered over 2 million euros and identifying more than 200 bank accounts linked to the illicit activities of online financial crimes. Your National Police Force has also supported the fight against cybercrime. In another joint Interpol-Afripol initiative, Nigeria worked along with 24 other countries across Africa to identify the criminal networks linked to large financial losses. As a result of Operation Africa Cyber Search, 14 suspects cyber criminals were arrested, and over 20,000 suspicious cyber networks were identified, and over 40 million US dollars were recovered.
Highlighting NCC's achievement since coming into existence, CP Uche also disclosed how the National Cybercrime Center of the Nigeria Police Force was able to bust a cybercrime syndicate that scammed a 69-year-old woman of $500,000. He also revealed how the NCC recovered the sum of 2.3 million euros in a romance scam.
Last year, the head of FBI called me around 9 p.m. and said, "This is Uche, we are in a very big problem and we need your assistance." I said, "What's the problem?" He said that the old 160, Elizabeth, a 69-year-old woman to Nigeria by a 26-year-old boy. And when they brought the woman to Nigeria, the intention is to wed to marry the woman. Now, before that, they had collected over $500,000 from this woman. But the woman did not believe that she was being scammed. The woman believed that she was still in love. So when they gave me the information, I requested for the contact, the phone numbers, we were able to geolocate where the woman, the location and everything. I now mobilized officers from Lagos to go for the arrest. We arrested the woman eventually, took the woman to our office in Interpol building and of course the woman still believed that she was still in love. It was only one who checked her device, her phone, that we were able to prove to the woman that, look, your credit card is already being compromised. That was when she now believed that she was being scammed. We had one misleading to recover 2.3 million euros. That it was a romance scam case too.
Revealing the current modus operandi of cyber criminals, CP Uche stated that fraudsters no longer collect cash or bank transfers, but through cryptocurrency. He, however, declared that
in our office, we have that exercise. We can trace any form. We have the technology. If there is anything that has to do with cryptocurrency investigation or cryptocurrency fraud, we can unmask everything about the fraud. We can even get to the cash account. You see the yellow dots and the yellow dots. This picture, this thing you're seeing, is the analysis done. Is the analysis done through the cryptocurrency account of that particular misleading. So we were able to analyze this. The yellow one, the cash account, that was how we were able to get the cyber criminals of us to speak that are facing prosecution.
The NCC has the expertise and technology to trace any transaction that has linked with cryptocurrency fraud. Speaking on the sophisticated dimension contemporary crime has assumed, CP Uche emphasized that there is no crime committed without the use of electronic device, be it armed robbery or kidnapping. In a shocking disclosure, the NCC's director reveals that children as young as 13 years and above are being trained to become cyber criminals in Nigeria, stating that such training camps have been identified and dismantled by the NCC.
So we thought that it's only in Owerri and in Delta State, but now we can see that it's happening all over. This is exactly happening now. We got information, the intel, that they are training cyber criminals. What they do is they will keep them, they work for the first 6 months, training them. Then after that first 6 months, the next 6 months is for them to work for their master. Now we have little children, like we have someone that's 40 years old, we have 16 years old. What they do is after the training, they go back to school and they continue like that. In Owerri, the ones who are arrested there, we have 13 years, 14 years, 15 years. So it's actually a problem. So you can see that cyber criminals are getting more sophisticated, more than what we think. That is why I keep saying that for us as commissioners of police, AIGs, and law enforcement agencies, we need to be more proactive, we need to be more proactive so that we'll be able to tackle some of these challenges. Because if we don't, I can assure you that we're going to have lots of problems and lots of issues to contend with. You can imagine what is going on now. And this is one center that was just shut down. There are so many other centers that we are working on. But because we need to be very sure of our facts before we strike. We don't just want to go and to raid or to go and strike because of wrong information. We need to verify the information. What we do in our center, we use what we call intelligence-related investigation. We do collect our facts, collect all our evidences before we go for arrest.
I appeal to members of the public to cooperate with the police in their communities, give us information, we will protect you, we will make use of every piece of information you make available to us, we will act on them, and it will be for the good of the community and your good. Thank you.
Keep watching Crime Fighters. A lot to learn from it. I mean, a lot from both the civil angle and my colleague, members of the Nigerian police and other security agencies. With this, I am very sure the war against crime and criminality will really be fought and won decisively.
Almost all suspected armed robbers have a motive behind their actions. For some, the absence of finding something meaningful to do is the driving force for going into crime. However, the insatiable want of 27-year-old Ogunleye Abiodun, who claims to be a barber, led him into armed robbery, where he and his gang engaged in car snatching. According to Abiodun, he delved into robbery to raise money to set up his hair-cutting salon. On today's episode of Crime Fighters Case File, we tell you the story of how this suspected criminal decided to remain in his illicit trade and what he did with the money he made from his crime. Sit back, watch, and learn one or two lessons from this.
I'm from Abeokuta, so they arrest me at Songo at around something 8:30 in the night. So as my buyer that called me that I should come and collect money from him at Songwater. So when I reached there, so they arrest me, then police, like 5 police come hold me. They can't arrest me. So they can't carry me go to Songwater station. We still vehicle. So we are 4 in number. So me and my guy, our guy is Ogidon, with Hakim, with Ibrahim Mkaila. So I'm the 4th person. As we are 4 in number, they are here now with the 2 buyers. They are here. Ogidon is the leader. That was senior leader is Ogidon. So they told me that am I the one that sold motor for Ibrahim Sonny, and I say yes. So they say as the motor, where do you see the motor? And I told them everything that we go and steal the motor. As that guy that carry us go that area, that Ogidon, because as that Ogidon know that area, it's not that carry us go the premises to go and steal the motor. As I can't remember the date, but it's around something 2 o'clock, we go steal the motor, around something midnight. So I should reach there. So we meet at toll gate, me and that Ogidon and my 2 guys. So from toll gate, we carry bike, go to Pakpa. So from Pakpa, we went to one completed building house. So we stayed there, around something 2. So we can't come outside, around something 2. So we can't go to the house, we can't enter the house. So as we reach the house, is that Ogidon that senior, as in down is our boss. So down have one small gun like this, local pistol. So me and my guy hold stick and cutlass. So as we reach there, so at that boss can tell us that we should kick the door. So when we kick the door, so it's one that first enter and point the man the gun that we don't have anything to come and do them. That's the key vehicle that we want to collect, and the man give us the key and we come outside inside the compound and we start the motor and we move. Yes, it's that our boss that boss know the location, know everything about the area. That area, that Ogidon Gongo is our senior, Adam is our leader. So he know the area, he know everything about the street, he know the house. Normal, as the one that know the house that we go and steal the vehicle. As I just joined the guy as like 2 months now. As the guy, as in the guy, is one of my friends that know the guy. So as that my guy, Hakim. So it's not that introduced me to the guy. So that Hakim. So it's not that introduced me to the Ogidon. That Ogidon told him so thing. She I will follow them. So thing. She I don't need money. I told them, say, oh yeah, no problem. I'll follow them because I need money. I want to open my own shop. So and I followed them to go and steal the car. First one's car we say first thing na Pontiac. That Pontiac, that Sonny buy the Pontiac for my boss and 600,000. And I collect 100,000 inside the first car that first go and steal. I collect 100,000 inside.
Say something. Members of the public should arm themselves with relevant numbers of security agencies. When they suspect any movements or persons within their area, they can easily contact the command. They should learn how to conclude their activities and get home on time. There is no part of the country that does not have security challenges. So what we do is to advise members of the public to be wary of movement within their area. Persons that are suspicious, they should learn not to stay too long outside, especially when it's getting dark. Due to the issues of kidnapping, you should learn to tell your family or loved ones where you are going to. You have to be specific so that should anything go wrong, the police will know who and who to contact.
The second operation that we go is the Corolla. So that Corolla is the one that they arrest us. At that same Papa Road, is there that we steal the Corolla. And something 2 o'clock, now we steal the Corolla. So as we reach the house, so as we enter the compound, as we break their door and enter, so we saw like 4 guys there, Yahoo guys. So the guy know everything about the street, about the location. The guy that carry us go to the street. So as we enter the house, as we bust the door, enter. So at that guy point them the gun, that they should cooperate with us, that if they cooperate, they are not going to do them anything. So we collect 5 phones for their hand, and we collect their car key for their hand, and we start motor and we go. And we sold it for the same buyer. The buyer that buy the motor is the one that buy the phone from us. The motor is selling at 850. So I collect 150 inside the second one, inside that Corolla, that they arrest us. I collect 150 inside. That guy that collect the money for phone is the guy that collect the money to get done. But give them my guy to their own money. Them that my 2 guys, them say collect their own money separate. As the car and the phone, all the money that the guy give me is 150 out of the money. That guy gained that local pistol, and we have cutlass and stick that we used to use. The first money that I collect, so I buy something for my mother, so and I use the minimum to do something for myself. I buy mother food stuff and some from drugs, and I give her money. I buy clothes and I give my wife some money. I'm married. I don't know, maybe as the guy just joined the guy, and I never reached 2 months that we start the job with the guy. So my don't know that maybe I'm doing bad work like that. I don't know that I'm doing something like that. As I just start the work, never think that I start the work. So he doesn't know, maybe I went out to go and do something. I just told her that I'm going to club, that me and my friend are going to club, that I want to go and flex. That's what I told her that day. And that will be done. It's 2 operations that are following him go now. The advice I asked them that as it's not a good job, there's no do something like that. It's a bad job. So there's no try to do. As people that are doing it before, they should stop doing it, because if they catch them, as waiting day there is not good at all. If they release me now, and I'll go back to my job, to my barber. I won't do anything like that again in my life until I die.
A peaceful citizen. When you notice that there is something in you, a tendency that is towards committing crime, doing something that is negative, please work on yourself. You can defeat that anger, you can defeat that tendency to do something wrong. Better work on yourself before you do something that is going to get you into trouble with the law. Keep watching Crime Fighters, the police and you. Stay tuned.